What's up, guys? Craig Mack here, Liberty Bell Beekeepers. We still got some snow on the ground. We're in the low 30s today, but bright sunshine all weekend and a lot of stuff starting to melt. And of course the bees are getting out and about a little bit, doing their business. And as I've been up here, just kind of taking a look around, dreaming about spring. Was thinking about my plans for the year and what's going to happen. Up here on the feed deck, this is where I do all most of my queen rearing. And last year I just did walkaway splits. I did them early too. I think I did them April 1st or late March, last week of March. I can't remember. Maybe, I think it was April 1st. And I did them all up here, almost all with 2 frames. I split a couple that were really packed into 2 5-frames, but most of them were split down into the 2-frame mini nukes. Now, I made a bunch of these. I think I got about 20 of these now. And I was thinking about making up some more this year. And I'm debating. You know, I did the walkaway splits with success. I mean, there's really not much to them. Hence the name, the walkaway split. But I do find myself in need of queens, and I sold a lot of queens last year, so I'm entertaining doing some grafting this year. Through my research, it looks like I'm probably going to go the incubator route because of the time that it takes, you know, with the cell builders and timing. You know, with as unpredictable, I guess, maybe as our weather was last year, I'm a little concerned about, you know, grafted 30 queens, having 30 queen cells and not being able to get into that hive for weather or whatever. So to me, it seems like the incubator might be the way to go. I can control that environment. I can make up my queenless splits and then just have virgin queens ready to go that I can release, either direct release or with candy. So I'm kicking those ideas around, and I think I'm leaning that way. So far, it looks good for survivors. I got a lot of survivors. Of course, I'm not done yet with winter. We still got, you know, probably the potential for 4 or 5 more weeks of freezing temps, and it could go even longer than that. Pennsylvania tradition here with Punxsutawney Phil, the groundhog, he predicted 6 more weeks of winter, and we've been hit with snow ever since. So we'll see if that continues to hold true, and we get out of this thing, get out of this weather at the end of March, or if it hangs on a little bit longer. Last year was like that. March was pretty mild, and then April came in and wasn't really nice at all. Cold and wet. But so far so good. Got a lot of bees. Got a lot of bees still going. I think that this hive setup works well for the winter. I haven't had issues. It's 5 deeps, 5 mediums, a shim board that's 1.5 inches. That's ventilated, open on one end, and I don't know if you can see the other side's got a hole, the same thing, that's screened over. And then my 2-inch foam and my lid. I know I've been talking a lot about plywood hives lately, and people talking about, you know, having issues with plywood hives. These are all plywood hives. These have had 1 coat of stain and sealer. These have been coated once with paint, and these same thing. Now this is a lid that I didn't protect, and it's, you know, it's still pretty good. I mean, I'm getting a little bit of delamination right there, but I'll take that in at some point this spring and dry it out, wrap it in vinyl, maybe throw another coat of that sealer on it, but that's good to go. Now that one didn't have foam. I missed foam on that one. So I'm not sure the status of those bees, but I think they're fine. Not that I think otherwise. This is a colony here that blocked their screen entrance almost all the way up with propolis. Others of them started to. You can see I like this open screen. It works really well for me, and as you can see, the bees will do with it what they need to. And so far so good. I've had really good luck with that screen entrance. The two framers, I started just drilling a hole in last year instead of making any other kind of entrance, and that works just fine for those two frames. I think it's nice, keeps them safe. I originally started making them with the screen entrance, but switched over to that single hole just because it's time efficient and easy. Yeah. Here's the Cooper Hound, Snow Dog. He's waiting for bees too. They like chasing him around. So most of all these two frames are empty. There's nothing in them. The only thing that's in anything are the 5 frames. Most of them I think are still kicking too. Even the single deeps. Last time I checked, this one hasn't had to melt like the other ones have, and I'm sure that that's because of that insulation not being there. I don't know if those bees are alive or not, but this one on the end was last I checked. That has the foam. All right, I'm getting to be rambling on here. So I'm bored. I'm trying to decide what I'm doing next, and I feel like I'm not doing anything. I don't know if you guys ever felt like that. You know, you get to a point where you're having some success and it's time to take another step, and I guess I'm being overly cautious. As far as my next step of this goes, like I said, the queen rearing is the thing, you know, that requires sometimes that timing that isn't always conducive for weather, and I can control that a little bit better inside with the incubators. And it seems like that looks like the easiest way to do it. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to end up doing some walkaway splits for time, or, you know, I'll have some swarming happening. You know, it does happen. Sometimes you miss it, you know, with as many as I have. And then, of course, when cutout work comes along, and you know, there's always potential for more bees, but it's also a lot of time. So next year, taking that bigger step, I'm going to try to make my life a little bit more efficient when it comes to my beekeeping, do a bit better with keeping records, you know, all the basic things that need to happen. That's about it. Just like I said, out here talking to myself, getting some sun while we got it. More snow and icy stuff coming at us tomorrow, I think, and I'm ready for spring. I'm sure the rest of you is dealing with winter weather are too. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you're having a day like today, man, it is just, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Blue skies everywhere. Thanks for watching. See you next time.